Our shear line continues to dominate for northeastern Luzon, but as we head into the end of the week, it is tapering off, and even over the weekend, and all eyes are really changing our attention to what's going on out here in the Philippine Sea, specifically towards the south of Guam, and how we could have a named storm system. Now, there's a lot of coulds, there's a lot of maybes. That's why in these updates, instead of just putting out a graphic and saying, this is what's going to happen, run for the hills, I try to break down what exactly is going on here and our uncertainties in the extended forecast. So let's break this down. Now, first off, as I mentioned, towards the south of Guam, we have that chance of something developing out here, primarily between the 9th and the 13th. With increasing rainfall and some windy conditions, probably around the 12th for the Philippines, or at the very least around Palau. Now, there is a lot of, added information than just this. And this is not even a cone. This is more like a formation area graphic. You actually compare this up with the Climate Prediction Center and what they're saying. This is just a long-range model, but here's the Climate Prediction Center saying, in that area of the Philippine Sea, between the 11th and the 17th, there is a chance of tropical development. This actually hasn't really changed much over about the past week now. We can go back here to actually this particular model. Let's look at it now with the GFS, this Global Forecasting System, the model from the Americans. Yeah, you have this area just offshore. Now, this is showing the 9th. There is an initial low that kind of kicks on by. But then you can see another low actually developing with the pressure near Mindanao dropping down to 987 millibars. That would be a sufficient kind of tropical storm. But in this scenario, and any other one with a storm probably developing out here, it's all about that interaction and tight pressure gradient off towards the north that could increase showers like we just did see across southeastern Luzon. So I would say by next Tuesday and the Wednesday, I don't know why I covered it up there. Next Tuesday and the Wednesday, definitely an increase in rain from Mindanao over towards Leyte, Samar, and southeastern Luzon due to that interaction from whatever does develop here. Now, granted, that's still about a week out, so you got time to watch this. And there also is that risk, of this getting away from itself and south of that shear and over warm sea surface temperatures and could develop into even something more. But I think the key thing is that if a low does develop, it interacts with that shear line towards the north and increases that precip out here just like that. This right here is that initial shear line, that impacts we're seeing right now in northern Luzon. But, of course, we're going to continue to watch what's happening back towards the south and east. In the month of December, these type of setups, not uncommon. We actually have the 10-year anniversary. Is it 10 years? No, it's less than that. It's just about 4 years of Typhoon Odette. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm confusing with Bofo, which was 12 years ago. Point is, at this time of year, we've had several deadly, dangerous storms out here in the Philippine Sea. When I say deadly, Bofo killed over 1,000 people. Det killed hundreds. When storms hit this far south, there is a cause for concern, even as tropical storms. Remember Washi, also known, I think, as Pablo? This is just me off the top of my head. I haven't done the research remembering this. But if I'm right, talk about trying to keep my memory going. That one killed about 1,500 people in Mindanao. I remember the Cagayan de Oro area. So we're talking about northern Mindanao, not the Cagayan River in Luzon. Overflowed its banks, crazy flooding. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen here, but what I am saying is that, we want to continue to pay attention to this. At the very least, you still have that northeast monsoon, big old waves impacting northeastern Luzon, extending down all the way towards Visayas with some pretty decent swells for our surfers out there. Take a look at your outlook on your Friday, though. We take a look at that flyover. Yeah, Tacloban, Cebu. You got some drier conditions working their way in as this shear line begins to kind of taper off and weaken there. Back towards the north. Down towards the south, it's just kind of your gradual easterly type setup here that is continuing to impact that area. But take a look at Manila, 30 degrees there, partly cloudy skies, and overall drying off for a good portion of northern Luzon, albeit the rain is going to pick back up as we go ahead into the mid part of next week. because of our set interaction with an area of low pressure towards the south. So we got stuff to watch over the upcoming days. I'm going to continue to do that as a big thanks to our Patreon members who support this channel. Also, we answered some of our Patreon member questions on our latest episode of Breezy Banter, where me and my wife get together and we talk weather. It's an amusing 15 minutes of your time. It's not scripted. It's just raw, no cuts. It's amusing. So if you want to stop by, check it out on this channel. Always appreciate that. Anyways, here's your forecast. It's Thursday, heading to Friday, over towards Saturday. It's all about that cold air in the north. Look at places like Seoul, -4 degrees for your low, while we stay into the 30s. But you have those showers from Manila over towards KL and into Singapore heading into the weekend. As always, I'm meteorologist Robert Spedit. If you have any questions about this or anything else going on across the Western Pacific, please let me know. And if you like this update, hit that like and subscribe button. That's important. If you hit the like button, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't. It goes a long way, and I can't stress enough how much I really want to get to 100,000 subscribers so we can verify the channel, and then I'll never ask again. All right. Thanks, guys. As always, stay safe out there. Bye.